because you gave me the real picture of my country. Where is the community? There is no community. That's why all the things that you expressed are happening. So I'm kind of privileged sitting this side, and I'm not presenting a community or representing a community, which for me is a community in crisis, a community with an identity crisis, a community that is so conflicted at the core. And religion is a major contributing factor to how my community is fragmented. It's marginalized the essence of what my community stands for, because we do not want to integrate the indigenous knowledge so that we become better Africans and therefore better Christians, and therefore we can understand ourselves and our context in a divine light. And when you were presenting that connection, I was making a connection about our own belief systems as Abantu. Aba means people. Du means God. So we are originally the people of God who are so lost as to what that means. And therefore, how can we be a community when we are erupted at that core of our belief system, our spiritual identity? There may not have been a Jesus or prophet involved in it, but there was that core connectivity with God. And that's why when we speak of Ubuntu, it's not about human. It goes to the climate, it goes to the relationship with animals, plants, everything. As the Native Americans say in Mayashi, we are all related. And we lost this, and we're so fragmented, and we're so lost. How do we then have the religion play a role of taking us back to who we are? Thank you.
Sure you have the answer.
No, I don't.
I want to ask you,
Just to explain that, we migrated from East Africa. We wouldn't have arrived here.
yes,
If we were not a community.
the lines will
See,
be.
and the land and the way we understood the world and the adaptation of the environment and how we settled as communities. But all of that was.
But was there a sense of I look after you and you look after me?
Yes, until
Where
we
is
got
it
the
going?
mirror.
And then what?
And then the mirror, when people started seeing themselves in the mirror, they didn't.
But people saw
They
themselves in the water before.
They saw themselves in the water before. But when they saw themselves in the mirror, that distorted. And it's a symbolism that I'm speaking.
So why it hasn't? Why other nations did not use it?
Do they have it? It's an interesting question. Do other nations have it? We're having a dialogue. But let me open that question up.
I don't know. I don't have an answer for you.
Well, I agree with you that religion is a major cause of the crisis in a way, because that divides people. The majority, unfortunately, we are sitting here in this meeting, more of a minority here than a majority, because a lot, unfortunately, of the faiths are kind of, maybe not insulting one another, but decrying one another, or saying, we are the true ones. We are the true ones. You know, and the thing is, any effort, any action, any that leads us to those attributes of God, compassion, joy, that can't be bad, you know, wherever it's happening. It must be recognized that we have so much in common, that we're trying to get closer to God, that we're trying to achieve these qualities. That's where the emphasis should be, not on the interpretation of each word, for example, you know, or just the literal interpretation of things, but to try very hard to come to this, see the unity, feel the unity, and we do feel it. When we gather together and look at something in common or something that's important to all of us, we have a discourse or talk about it or whatever it is. We are building a relationship. We ourselves becoming stronger. Like you say, we can pull together, we can have greater impact, and we benefit ourselves by this feeling of belonging. And so I'm glad. I've always said you're a very special person here in the Swaziland, and we have a lot to learn from you. So keep at it, Joy. Keep at it.
I was actually going to, in answering, I was actually going to ask a question. How did we become what we are? How did we become a Muslim? Why did we become a Buddhist? Why did we become a Christian? And in this sense, I want to agree with you that religion is perhaps one thing that confused us. Because I read a book titled In Search for Meaning. And the meaning in that book is actually saying, who is a Baha'i? Who is a who? But one needs to find the cause of why we had to make these splinters. Like I was saying concerning an old man in another religion. And in another religion it would be the same thing. Now, my presiding elder used to say, when one has quarreled with somebody, and then that somebody apologizes, wrongly or rightly, he would say, now you go back, you hear your apology, you go back along the way you have been going, and pick up all those chicken feathers. Then we will understand that you where you came from. But to me, it's really sad. She mentioned all those names, Rahman, what have you. And I got confused. I used to fail that multi-religion thing. Because as people, I remember said, we are a community that was created by God. But here I am. I'm not a Baha'i, I'm not a Jew. Why? It's really a very deep subject.
Thank you so much.